All right. So if you've been keeping up with this channel at all, you know that Nikola Jokic is one of my favorite players in the NBA, hands down. It's easily Luka Doncic up there near the top, probably Giannis at number 1, but Jokic is anywhere between 3 and 5. And this praise that he just got from Shaquille O'Neal is very telling of what type of player he is. But Shaq always has this tendency to say things and just throw it out there with it being like kind of a vague comparison. So I kind of want to talk about that with you guys.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so before we look at this clip from Shaquille O'Neal, I definitely want to talk to you guys about something. ClanTheMerchFan.com. If you guys want to support the channel, link in the description. Please go support your boy. We're gonna get it popping. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this. So I'm gonna play this. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Please do not copyright me, YouTube. I'm gonna play this really quickly. If I have to cut out the audio, I have to cut out the audio. But we'll just play it for now. Let's see.
I mean, he's a Tim Duncan of big men.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
to me better passer.
No, but I'm saying like the way he dominates the game,
Yes.
picks up game, he's not flashy. Love this kid and you know how he plays.
All right, so he basically calls Nikola Jokic Tim Duncan of modern basketball, basically. If you guys don't know, if you didn't see this clip at all, it was basically them talking to Jokic, talking to him about his drip as well. And he said, hey, I dress this way because I'm about that business. I don't go into these games, dressing all silly or flashy or really trying to show off. I do it because it means business, and that's his own psyche thing. Now, I know a lot of people have praised this and they're like, see, that's what you should do. You shouldn't be dressing like Russell Westbrook. I don't necessarily see it that way. Okay. I think that it just depends on who you are. There's plenty of players that dress pretty flashy and they still come out there and handle business. Okay. I do like this mindset, but it's an old school mindset and it works for him. But hey, it's not like Nikola Jokic has won multiple championships at this point. Not his fault, obviously. Okay, one of the best players in the NBA. Not his fault, but at the same time, I mean, let's not just act like, the Denver Nuggets are just rolling over everybody in the NBA. Okay, so there's other players that might dress more flashy and they do beat him when the playoffs start, but that's besides the point. But I do like that quote from him, and I like Shaq giving praise to Jokic while also bringing up our boy Tim Duncan. But it is a very vague comparison. I mean, I understand what he's saying as far as like he just dominates on night in, sure, but man, dude, I mean, we could just do that with anybody. What, Embiid is the Tim Duncan of basketball. I don't know, just throw players. Anthony Davis, I know a lot of people do that. He's the Tim Duncan of basketball. You can do that. Like, there's plenty of players that dominate. I don't know, Steph Curry is the Tim Duncan of basketball. I mean, yeah, sure, but I just don't like Shaq's comparison sometimes. So I wanted to just look at here, and this was out of curiosity on my part, okay? So thus far, Jokic has 8 seasons in the NBA thus far, and obviously it wouldn't be fair to go through like more Tim Duncan years. So I just started off with his first 8, and I wanted to look at this. I wanted to at least compare the two, and this isn't completely fair because Jokic still has this entire season to go, but we'll just keep that in context. So as far as this is concerned, obviously both 6'11", so I guess that's pretty close. Is Jokic still 284 pounds? I feel like he lost some weight. Hold on. Let's look this up. Nikola Jokic pounds. I don't know why it's not. Huh? Yeah. So he's still 284. Okay. I thought he would have lost some, but that's weird. Oh, you see. Jokic likes playing heavier weight to avoid. Who is officially listed as 7 foot. Hold on. I don't want to mess with this. 2019. I feel like he lost some weight. Playing weight between. Okay. All right. Officially listed 250. Takes any jokes past weight. I don't know. I feel like he lost some weight this season, but hey, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. All right, let's move on. So same height, sure, understandable. NBA championships. Let's not even do that. Come on, that's not fair. Let's see. Playoff appearances. This is doing overall career, so we're not looking at that. This is what we want to look at. So this is the first 8 seasons of these guys' career, and wow, it is pretty similar at times. So Tim Duncan averaging 8 minutes more than Nikola Jokic. He had 3,000 points. I don't think Jokic is gonna match that right now. I don't even know. No, he wouldn't. Let's see. Assists. Obviously, Jokic is a better assist guy, better passer. Now, Tim Duncan was a really underrated passer. And I heard Kenny here say, like, well, you know, Jokic is a better passer. Yes, but Tim Duncan was a really good passer as well. But yes, he's beating him in assists. As far as steals, Jokic beating Tim Duncan in steals, which is interesting. Blocks, good God, it's not even close. Good. In 8 seasons, is this? Hold on, let's make sure that the website isn't acting up. Hold on, I'm gonna add a seat. Yes, let's make sure it is not. That was accurate. Good God, that is absolutely ridiculous. That's a lot of blocks in only 8 seasons. But anyways, moving on. Let's see, where were we? Yeah, so Tim Duncan was a better defender, like easily, okay? I don't think anyone would argue that. Rebounder, Duncan was a better rebounder. Field goals made. I don't care about this too much. Free throws made. Okay, Tim Duncan got to the line a little bit more. A lot more. But also, you got to keep in mind it was a different NBA, so I'm not gonna trip about that. Let's see, 3-point shooting. Obviously, Jokic will beat him there. 3-point attempts, Jokic, good God. Points per game, Tim Duncan average a few more. Assists per game, yes, we all expect this. Yes. This is all basically the same stuff. 3-point percentage, all this. Yeah, we expect all that. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to do this comparison because I just thought it was it's just one of those vague comparisons that Shaq just throws out. He does this all the time. He just throw out a player, man. And I don't really understand. I don't really understand that comparison. I mean, other than just this vague, hey, both of them were really good at basketball and both of them dominated. I don't know. I think that you would have a better time comparing Tim Duncan to even Giannis than Nikola Jokic. I mean, as far as comparison's sake and how they approach the game. But sure, whatever. But yeah, anyways, love Nikola Jokic. He is absolutely impressive. One of the best big men that we've seen, especially in a long time. And your boy Tim Duncan, I mean, very skilled big man. But your boy Tim Duncan, he was definitely, I would say, even, first 8 seasons better player than Jokic. But sure, whatever. That Shaq just throws things out there. But anyways, I'll give it to you guys later. Just want to do this quick comparison, or at least just look at what pace Jokic is on right now. He's on a really good pace. But anyways, you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description, or become a patron, a YouTube member, only $2 per month. I'll give it to you guys later, man. Until next time, bye.